Yesterday I had a conversation with a friend of mine and she said, I admire you because you've used so many of your talents. At this age, you're not ready to hang your shoes up, but rather you want to explore what else you can do. I wish I was like that. That sent me into a motion of thinking. And when I thought a lot about it, I realized many years ago, I had listened to a video on YouTube by Mel Robbins. And Mel Robbins speaks largely about the 5-second rule. Now, I would like to talk to you about this 5-second rule. This 5-second rule is, whenever you want to do something, you have 5 seconds in which your brain will tell you, let's not try something new, let's go to what we already know. And so Mel says she was in a bad state in her life, and during that bad phase of her life, she was constantly putting off the alarm and not getting out of bed because she was too afraid of the unknown. And then one day she got up with this 5-second rule. And I have followed this 5-second rule in my own life. And that is why I realized that I started to take decisions very quickly before my brain wants to go to something that is a habit, something that is familiar. And so what is this 5-second rule? Whenever you got to make a decision, you count down from 5 to 1. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you take action. You get up and you start to move in the direction of what you want to do. Now don't count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because there is a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that you can go on to. So you count down. This 5-second rule is all that your brain requires to disturb or to stop itself from going to something that is familiar. And that hesitation allows you to make a decision. People say, I have confidence. And I think that when I was younger, I suffered from a lack of it. Confidence is not a personality trait. Confidence is a skill. What is the skill of confidence? The skill of confidence is not that I don't get afraid, but the skill of confidence is acting in spite of the fear. Do we all get afraid? Of course we do. When I'm a teacher by profession, and when I stand in front of a classroom, you will think that, oh, she's working for so many years and she's not afraid of standing in front of a class or standing in front of a group of people and talking. But no, I have butterflies in my stomach every time I stand in front of an audience. But that doesn't stop me from going forward. I work in spite of it. I stand in front of the audience in spite of it. And there will be many of you who are watching this video who will think, oh, it's all very well to say. Use the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Now you can use it in any and everything that you do, because you don't allow the brain to go to doing something that it is familiar about, but rather you force your brain to go to doing something that is new. You look at this YouTube channel of mine, something very, very new to a person like me, but I've done it all on my own. I will tell you that for a person of my age, and I will say I'm close to retiring age, it's something very new. People of my age are afraid to use the modern technology, but it didn't stop me from trying. I thought to myself, I'll try. If I succeed, well, very good. I tried and I succeeded. And if I didn't, it's okay. I can close down my channel anytime I decide that it's not working for me. I did, during the time of me preparing my channel, meet many people who told me, oh, you'll get fed up of doing the videos. Oh, you won't want to put up videos. Oh, it's a lot of work and people who are your subscribers will expect you to do it and you're going to get fed up of it and don't do it and don't try it. But I was not going to have anything of that. And so I tried. The first video that I put out was a mess because the upload settings were poor. I took it down. I worked harder on it. I realized that it was a problem with the settings. I changed the settings and today I have 50 videos already up. How have you used the pandemic to develop you? How have you used the pandemic to develop your confidence? How have you used the pandemic to have time to develop skills that you can use that tomorrow probably you would monetize? Here, let me tell you, I was a teacher in a school and the college that I lived very close to required a French teacher. My daughter, who was attending college there, told me, "Mommy, they need a French teacher. You better go and you offer your services to the college." Now, I was a bit diffident. I was a bit worried. But I dressed up and I went to the college, offered my services. They were struggling to get somebody to handle their French department. And I got the job. Now mind you, at the time that they gave me the job, because they were struggling to get a person to teach French in the college, I didn't have too many certificates. I was a trained teacher, but to teach college, you have to have a post-graduation, as well as you require certificates in the subject that you're teaching. And when I was 17 years old, I was very interested in French, and so I decided to do the Alliance Française A1 level. And when I did the A1 level, I probably was 17, 18, around there. That certificate remained in my file. And after 23 years of teaching, I took out that certificate. And that certificate, which was a certificate that I gained just to satisfy this desire to have an Alliance Française certificate, helped me to start teaching in a college. Of course, after I started, I didn't want to be one that was not qualified, and so I appeared for the exams. I did the levels higher, collected the certificates, put it in my file, because people want to know that you are qualified. I went to the university, did all of that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, that certificate gave me the confidence to go to a college and ask to teach the subject. So, I ask you, what are you doing to qualify yourself? To gain the certificate that says, yes, you have studied something. Yes, you have learned something. Yes, you have improved the skills that you had before the pandemic. The pandemic can be viewed as a time where the world has come to a standstill, where there is economic loss, where businesses have deteriorated and closed down. And I'm not disputing that. But the pandemic has given students, people, the time to invest in themselves, to live for themselves, to learn and build themselves. This pandemic is still going to go on for some more time. Are you going to waste the remaining months that God has given you? Granted, it's not the best, but He's given you the time. Are you going to use it to develop yourself? Ask yourself this question. Remember the 5-second rule, and remember that anything and everything you learn, you don't realize that today, you don't realize the value that it has today, but years later, it will come of use to you. Just as my A1 level French certificate came of use to me to teach in college. This is Teacher Grandma, a teacher for 34 years, a grandmother of two pretty little girls, signing off, saying bye-bye.